drink. I phoned the hospital. Danny had a comfortable night.
Mum, there's no tea.
Of course there's tea. Just leave it. I'll do it. Glad it's out in the open.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I haven't said 2 words about it. Just went upstairs and closed the door.
I think I'm glad. But then I expected something to happen. Something's got to happen, hasn't it? Mum. Mum, say something, please.
What do you want us to say?
I just want
What? You've already told them everything they need to know.
I had to.
No, you didn't. You've ruined everything. Everyone. Why didn't you stick to the plan and just come away with me?
Door?
Oh, Ollie, morning. Glad I caught you. Thought you might have gone over to the school. Don't you want to find out the result of the parent-governor elections? Susanna left half an hour ago.
No.
Has something happened? It's not young Daniel, I hope.
No.
Dan's fine.
Oh, thank heavens for that. Actually, after the near tragedy of last week, I thought you'd be glad to know that the BRA has commissioned a feasibility study on the installation of road bumps on the close. You know, these sleeping policemen. Actually, it's all thanks to young Beverly's efforts. I must say she's expressed very strong opinions on the matter, and she's trying to...
Look, I've got to get out. We need tea. Tea bags and milk.
Have you heard? The parent-governor election. It was very close, but Mick Johnson scraped it by 1 vote. Oh, I can't believe it. Out of all of us, I never thought he'd be the one to win. I mean, at least if it were you or I, we could rely on proper representation. I mean, I can't see him being able to get anything done. Goodbye to you, too.
Ollie! Ollie, the door!
I forgot the tea.
Let's go, shall we?
Go where?
We should go to the hospital, see Daniel.
anything?
No, he would have realised. He would have behaved differently. Just drive, Ollie. To the hospital, see Daniel. We have to.
Why? Our children, then. I don't know them anymore.
Just drive, Ollie. I can't even think anymore. How are you feeling?
It hurts, Mum.
Doctor said you'd be ready to go home soon, on the mend.
Do you want anything? Juice? Magazines?
No.
Do you feel up to talking? What happened? Why did you run out into the road?
It was...
What?
It's all right, Dan. We're here.
I don't know, Dad. I just don't know. I'm tired. Don't go to sleep.
Ollie? Ollie? Yeah. I thought you'd like to know who got the school governorship.
Yeah, Susanna told me.
Hey, by one vote. Well, you gave me a good run for my money, like, but I suppose the best man won, eh?
Yeah, congratulations.
Listen, is everything all right with you, Danny?
Yeah, everything's just fine and dandy. Thank you.
How's Dan? Coffee.
What's that? Is that Dad?
What's he doing?
So what do we do now, eh?
Dad, if we could just talk.
Talk? Talk?
Dad? Ollie, for heaven's sake, what are you doing?
Dad! Leave her!
Can you see? This is what we've got to do.
Locking us in our rooms? You must be mad.
You've left us no choice, you stupid...
Come on, Dad, control yourself, please.
Separate rooms. Locked doors. In my house. You will stay apart.
Just look at yourself, will you? Have you gone mad? You've never hit any of us before. And now what, you want to lock us up like animals? This is crazy, can't you see that?
I'm doing what needs to be done.
What, slapping George? Don't you ever touch her again. We don't need locks. We're adults. We love each other.
Ollie,
Yeah.
you awake? Did you sleep?
Like a log.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
The $64,000 question.
You can't keep them locked up.
Like animals. What else was I supposed to do?
I don't know, but locking them up.
I know. And I hate myself for it. It's against everything I stand for.
We're going to have to talk to them.
Talk to them? About what?
You know.
No, I don't know.
Them, it. You know.
Them. It. Can't even put it into words, can you? What they've been doing. Words can't describe it. A pair of us lying here all night, listening to each other breathing. Too frightened to speak about them, about it. What have we created?
We have to say something.
Naughty boy, naughty girl, don't do it again.
Ollie, please.
Well, what then? What do we say to them? Our own son and daughter?
I don't know.
No. Because there's nothing we can say. Nothing anybody can say. We can't even look each other in the eye. So what are we supposed to say to them?
Mum? Dad, I need the toilet. Mum. Please.
Ollie.
Leave him to me.
I need the toilet.
You better open this one as well.
Get dressed, please.
Nat.
Get dressed now. Now!
Ollie, please. Oh, don't just stand there, move. What is it? What are you doing?
Have you seen this? Have we got any more like that? Let's get the family albums out, eh? Holidays, weddings, parties. Look, happy, smiling faces. That's our family, the Simpsons. All those years, a lifetime's work. So proud, so smug, so self-satisfied, and we've got no reason to be, because we're nothing, and we haven't got anything. They're together.
What?
Upstairs, we've left them together.
Ollie! Ollie! Oh, for goodness sake, Ollie, drinking isn't going to solve anything.
Who said anything about drinking? Oh, would you believe it? I can't even do that right. That's better. Here. Go on.
That's your best claret.
No, it's worthless. Go on, take it. Nothing means anything anymore. Nothing. I mean, all these things, so important. And now they're nothing. Nothing. It's all just window dressing.
I know.
God, I feel... I don't know how I feel. Words can't describe it. It's hopeless, isn't it? I mean, where do we go from here? What's the point?
I don't know.
It's pathetic, isn't it? I mean, I'm pathetic. All of this. I thought it was so precious. I've been so pompous, a complete snob. And all because I've got a few bottles of overpriced plonk and a toy train set. It's pathetic.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. I don't understand any of it. Me, this, us. Those two in there. Our handsome son and our beautiful daughter. For God's sake, they've been having... I mean, they could be right now. Where is it?
Where's what?
This. Cold water. That'll sort them out.
Stop it! Look, we've got to try and hold this together.
But that's just it, isn't it? There's nothing to hold together. There's nothing left.
I'm going inside. Leave it.
Sorry.
I said leave it!
Mum, they're photos of the family.
Family? We're not a family anymore. You and Nat have seen to that. God knows what we are, but we're certainly not a family.
Mum.
Don't. You don't do that anymore.
Mum,
No.
I can't touch you.
Touching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Touching in families. Cuddling, now that's right, that's good, but you have turned it into something else. Lust. Every time I look at you, I think of you and him together doing these things. Sex.
Not like that.
Yes, it is. Family holidays. You and Nat camping together. That's what it was all about, wasn't it? Every time you volunteered to babysit for Daniel, that was why, wasn't it? So you and him could be together.
No, we were just like any normal brother and sister.
No, oh my God, have you heard this? I suppose I was the sister you never had.
You were. You still are.
No, you only ever had one thing on your mind. My shopping trips. All the undies I helped you choose, giggling like schoolgirls, all the girly jokes, eh? The mystery boyfriend, and all the time it was my son, your own brother.
It wasn't like that.
What was it like then? I mean, just look at you. Look at you. You're beautiful. You're stunning. You could have had any man you wanted. I've seen it. You walk into a room, a bar, a restaurant, a pub, and every head in the place turns. You could have had anyone in the world. But you had to go for Nat.
I didn't go for Nat.
Why? Why Nat?
There is no why. It just happened.
Oh, it just happened, did it? Just like that.
Yeah, we just woke up one morning and suddenly decided to have an incestuous relationship just for a laugh. For God's sake, we didn't want it to happen. We couldn't help it.
Yes, you could.
We fell in love. Real love and not in the stomach butterflies. Here, you must have felt it when you met Dad.
Nat is your brother.
I didn't expect you to understand.
So bloody right, I don't understand.
But we love each other.
Love, you don't know the meaning of the word, you stupid girl.
feel any different?
What?
Now Mum and Dad know. Do you feel any different?
About us?
About everything?
Seeing Mum and Dad upset like that, I mean... Dad doesn't know what to do, does he?
How do you mean?
I don't know, I just always thought that if he found out, you know, about us, that he'd know what to do, what to say, be able to make things all right. I mean, he's our dad, isn't he? That's what dads are for. Make things better.
Do you wish me and you had never happened?
I don't know. I don't know what I think.
But I never wanted to hurt Mum and Dad. I love them as much as you do. We couldn't have wished for better parents.
You were so stupid, you know. We knew what would happen if they found out. What it would do to them. We still carried on.
And why? Because we thought we'd never get found out? No. Because we couldn't help it. And at the end of the day, it didn't matter if we got found out. What mattered was us being together.
It's wrong. Morally, it's wrong.
What's so wrong?
Everything. It's a mess.
Do you feel ashamed?
What?
Ashamed. Dirty.
Yeah. I used to get these really terrible pangs of guilt. It used to just hit me, take my breath away. I mean, it's the enormity of it all. And now it's happened, isn't it? I don't know what I feel. You know, all I can think about is Mum and Dad. It's not going to be the same again, is it?
No. It can't be.
Oh, God, George, what have we done? Imagine how they must be feeling.
I know, but they've got to try and think how we're feeling. We love each other. It's not a crime falling in love.
That's just it. It is a crime. It's wrong.
How can it be wrong? After all we've been through together, the pain, the fear, having to hide our true feelings from each other. How can a love that survives all that be wrong? We've sacrificed so much for each other. Our friends, even our marriages. I'd give up anything for you.
Including Mum and Dad.
Yeah. If I have to.
Oh, God, George.
Nat, I love you with all my heart.
No. I know you do.
I keep thinking back too when they were small children, 4 or 5 years old. Nat in his short pants, Georgia in her little white socks and her pigtails. Picture of innocence, eh? And then the next 15 years, it's all a blur. Suddenly they're grown-ups, those cute little kids, to what they are now. What went wrong?
I don't know.
Something must have gone wrong. How could we have missed it? I mean, there were never any problems, were there? They never got in trouble with the police or with drugs or anything. Something must have gone wrong. Was it us? Did we go wrong?
Always blame the parents, eh?
Well, it's up to us to instill a sense of right and wrong, give them some morals.
Morals?
Yeah. Treat them like adults and they'll behave like adults. Isn't that what you used to say? Very right on, very trendy.
Sorry.
Let them express themselves. Let them walk around the house with no clothes on, have bath together. That was it, wasn't it?
For God's sake! They were only kids, 7 and 8 years old.
Well, that didn't stop you teaching them the facts of life, did it? Feel free with themselves, at ease with their bodies.
What is this? Are you trying to say that this is all my fault?
Flashback, Ollie, 1968, a field full of hippies, a haze of dope, and let's smoke a couple of joints and drop some acid, and you know best. But your half-baked notions of freedom might work well in some hippie commune, but to inflict it on your own children...
Have you heard yourself? You're pathetic! But you've always had a problem with this, haven't you? The fact that I had partners before I met you. God, you're so bloody stiff. You always have been, from the day we met. Oh, comes as a surprise, does it? Well, let me tell you, when I first slept with you, it was like being with a piece of wood. Yeah, that's right. So uptight, so sexually repressed. We didn't have sex for 6 months after Danny was born. That's why you jumped on that kid at work, was it? Frightened you'd been missing out on something all these years. Get rid of some of that pent-up repression. A fine example to be setting your own children. Well, you look at yourself in the mirror before you start pointing your finger elsewhere.
Well, I had no idea that you felt that way. I always thought that we had quite a good sex life. It must be an awful disappointment for you. I think I better go.
Go where?
I don't know. Anywhere. The hospital. See Daniel.
Sorry. Don't go. Please. I need you here. I can't cope with this on my own.
Do you think other people know
Sorry?
that we're brother and sister?
What do you mean?
When we're together, do we look any different from those two?
Of course not. We're not some sort of freaks, you know.
What are other people going to think we are?
Since when have we worried about what other people might think? Can I hold your hand?
No, someone might see us.
So what? See? Just like any normal couple.
What about Danny? What if he knows?
Well, he can't, surely.
Oh, his big brother and sister, I hope they're proud of themselves.
Well, he worships the ground they walk on.
In God's name, why? I mean, if they were in some religious cult or something, anything, then maybe I could start to understand. Why?
Well, only two people can answer that.
Yeah. Right. We sit them down, start at the beginning. We need to get some answers.
Stay calm, just talk. You're back.
Yeah. We need to talk.
Talk? Yeah, just talk. No screaming, no shouting. Sit down. Please.
Right. Where to start? 1,001 things, isn't there?
When did it begin? You two.
The truth. Please.
I was 14, George was 50.
God.
Summer holidays, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, 1988. Summer Grandad died.
Yeah. 1988. It's the year we moved to Liverpool. Do you remember how I was bullied at my new school? You know, all the lads taking a mickey at my accent.
Bullying was terrible. I got it as well, the name calling. Old enough to stand up on our own 2 feet. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You said it was the summer holidays.
Yeah. I was at the cottage.
I'd taken the kids to the cottage. You were working.
It was the first summer at the cottage after Granddad died. Remember how much we all missed him. I cried myself to sleep every night.
Me and George were in the twin room. You were next door with Dan.
Me and Nat cried and cried. We got into bed together just to comfort each other.
I was there to comfort you. I'm your mother.
Mum, you were busy with Danny and Dad was working all the time. There was no one else for us to turn to.
Oh, please. You'll have me in buckets in a minute.
Do you want to know what happened or not?
So, while I was in one room with Daniel, you two were next door.
We wanted to stop, believe me. We knew how much you'd be hurt if you ever found out.
Oh, so you did give us a second thought in all these years.
Of course we did. We never wanted you to suffer. We love you.
Well, why carry on with it? Why?
Because we can't help ourselves, that's why. You know, we tried to stop it. We tried everything.
Yeah. Well, you haven't tried hard enough.
You don't know what it's like. You two have got a great marriage. Marrying someone you don't love. Someone you've never loved. Sleeping with the first person you meet at college. One night stands, one after the other. Drinking too much, doing drugs, getting off your head all the time. And why? I'll tell you why. Because the one person you want to be with, the one person you really love, you can't have. Well, not anymore.
No, you can't.
It ends now. Right now.
I'm sorry, Dad. It doesn't work like that.
It's finished. It's got to be.
No. We're staying together. And nothing is going to split us up.
I'm sure there must be some mistake, because I was given time off in order to sort out some personal problems at home. Oh, I see. My references. Okay. Thanks. Mum? Only to be expected, I suppose.
Well, what is it?
What's happened?
You happy now? Now you've seen me totally humiliated. Isn't that what you wanted?
Mum, what is it?
My new job, I've lost it.
Oh, no, not because you took time off because of...
Because of you and Georgia. No. Nivens refused to give me a reference. My new bosses must have made inquiries because I didn't turn in. They found out about my dismissal. So now they know what I am, a sexual deviant. Still, at least we know where you two get it from. It's like, you know when you've been winded? When you've had all the stuffing knocked out of you?
Yeah, I know.
I can't find anything to hang on to. There's no hope. Can you see any hope?
Would anyone like a tea or a coffee?
No. I would not like a tea or a coffee. What I'd like is for you and your sister to sort this mess out and stop this nonsense. Just stop it! Stop it now!
Mom?
No, I stop it! I said stop it!
What are you doing?
It's okay. You're okay.
Stop it! Why won't you stop it now?
I can't change the past or how we feel about each other.
But look at what you're doing to us. You're tearing this family apart.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? You're not sorry. You don't give a damn. All you care about is one thing, isn't it? Sex. That's what this is all about, isn't it? Well, come on. Tell me all about it, eh? All the lads together.
God, you're sick.
Oh, sick. Oh, do you hear that bell? I'm sick. That's the problem. It's you and me. It must be.
All right, I'm the one who's sick. Is that what you want to hear? I'm sick. Satisfied?
There's someone here to see you. Hiya. I just thought I'd pop by. Good news about Danny, isn't it? Should be home soon.
Yeah.
So does that mean you'll be coming back to the flat? Well, now Danny's going to be okay. That's the reason you've been here for the past few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rallying round like that. Your mum and dad must be made up with you. Shall I, make a cup of coffee or something? Do you fancy one, Nat? Georgia?
No.
So, any juicy gossip or anything? Are you sure you don't want to come out for a drink with me?
No, thanks.
George?
No, I'm not really in the mood.
As if I couldn't tell. I'm not stupid, you know. The atmosphere in this place is like But it's like someone's died or something.
It's just dying that, you know, things are a bit tense.
Yeah, Mum and Dad had a bit of a fallout. Oh, family squabble. Well, I better leave you to it then. When am I going to see you?
I don't know.
Well, give us a ring then. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Poor Jules.
Poor us. We got to get out of here now. I can't go on much longer like this. I'm going to go crazy.
Sit down, I've got something to say to you. Sit down.
Look, before you start, there's something that we need to say to you.
Go on, all ears.
Me and George have made the decision.
Oh, we think it's best for everyone.
Go on.
Me and Nat, we're leaving this afternoon.
Sorry, what did you say?
We said we're leaving.
This afternoon.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. You're not going anywhere.
What?
You think I'm going to let you two walk off together into the sunset?
It's for the best.
No, it's not going to happen.
You can't stop us.
I can phone the police. They'll stop you when I tell them what you've done.
You wouldn't dare.
Just try us.
You can't keep us locked up here forever. What are you going to do with us?
We're going to split you up.
You what?
You can't.
We can, and we will. Because it's the only way we can put a stop to this madness. First thing tomorrow, one of you packs your bags and leaves, the other one stays. We're going to keep you apart for as long as it takes.
Oh, Nat. What will Mum say if she finds you in my new bedroom?
Georgia, don't.
What are we going to do about Dan?
What do you mean?
One of us has got to say something to him. Mum and Dad are always in the hospital. We can't say anything to him there.
But you know they're going to go mad if they even think he saw us together.
What are you two whispering about?
Come on, Mum, we're just talking.
Yes, I realise that, but what about?
Well, I was just suggesting I could go and pick Dan up from the hospital.
I don't want you picking Dan up. I'll pick him up myself, thanks very much.
Okay, it was just a suggestion.
And when he does come home, I don't want him upset. He's been through enough trauma. So just keep things cheerful, okay?
Okay.
Nat?
Yeah, sure.
In fact, I think it might be better if you both just keep out of his way for a while.
Don't you think it's time you just laid off a bit?
What, swept everything under the carpet, you mean? How convenient. It's your father's idea you should both be allowed to stay here. I can't stand to see the sight of you in the same room together. In fact, you can come with me to the hospital, Nat.
What?
Well, you don't think I'm going to leave you two here alone together, do you?
Mum, this is getting ridiculous. I'm working. This has got to be in for tomorrow.
Right, well, you can come with me. Mum? Look, you're coming with me if I have to drag you there, all right?
Hi.
Here we are, home sweet home.
It looks different. That's because Mum's tidied it. She's tidied your room too.
Oh, you've not thrown any more computer mags out, have you?
No, they're all still there, but in neat piles. Now, come on, sit down.
Oh, Mum, stop fussing. I'm okay.
How you feeling?
All right.
The doctor says just to rest for a couple of days, and if he's all right, he can go out by the weekend.
Is there anything I can get you?
Lemonade. And have we got any ice cream?
Yeah, sure.
So, who's sleeping down here then?
Well, Georgia is because Nat's in her room. We thought it'd be better if you had a room to yourself for the time being.
Suits me.
Peanut butter and honey.
Thanks, George.
Don't know how you can eat that stuff.
He likes it.
It's a wind-up. He just fancies being waited on hand and foot. He asked for the most difficult thing he could come up with.
Don't be so mean.
Listen, you don't have to argue over me.
We're not, darling.
What's this?
Oh, I thought you wouldn't mind if you played with here for a bit.
He won't want trains once he sees this.
Thanks, Dad.
It's a phone. It's all about outpatients for Danny.
Oh, will you keep your eye on Danny for a moment?
Why?
Because I say so.
Sim City 2000. Thanks, Dad.
You stick to your CD-ROM, son. I'll take over British Rail. What's left of it?
Oh, hello, young man.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crosby.
Just back, are you? How's the head?
Okay, thanks.
Good. Don't mind if I intrude for a moment, do you?
No, of course not.
Actually, I'm after some information about the internet, how to get linked up and all that.
Well, Dan's your man.
Yeah, he's king of the surf.
Oh, marvellous. Well, look, once you're shipshape again, perhaps you'd be kind enough to give me a demonstration.
Oh, I'll do it now if you like.
Actually, we're just about to eat, David. Would you mind if we left it to some other time?
Oh, no, of course not. I wouldn't want to inconvenience you. Anyway, you're fully recovered now, are you?
Yes.
How about the old memory? Any clearer about what happened before the accident? What made you run out into the road like that?
No, it's still a bit vague, I'm afraid.
Well, let me reassure you. I spent some time in Aden with the Army Medical Corps, and I dealt with a lot of head injuries. And I bet you anything you like, in a few weeks' time, you'll remember everything. Clear as a bell.
Hi, these for me? Yeah. Well, I've had so much attention. Just have accidents more often.
Hi.
Hi, you got sweets as well?
No, I can get you some if you want them.
Maybe tomorrow. Got these for now.
Where's Mum and Dad?
Watching the news.
So, do you believe what Mr. Crosby said about memory?
Can't remember. What did he say?
So, you can't remember what happened the day you were run over?
I just stepped in front of the car. It was stupid.
You don't remember why you did it?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Well, you do remember. Well, what exactly?
Well, I came home, started to walk upstairs, and then...
And what?
George.
Oh, I went to Nat's room, and I saw you two together, in bed.
God.
Dan, we're really sorry.
Dan, get off that computer now. You've been on there too long.
Okay, Dad.
Dan, are you going to tell Mum and Dad?
Why should I tell? It's nothing to do with me.
Well, look, whatever happens, you can't say anything, ever.
You think I'm stupid? Mum and Dad ever found out that I knew about this? They'd take me back to the hospital. I've seen child psychologists and stuff like that. No way, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Do you think he will keep his mouth shut?
You heard what he said? It sounded pretty convincing to me.
And that means we didn't have to tell Mum and Dad anything. All this grief we've caused for nothing.
Go on, upstairs. You may as well get dressed now and then come down and have your toast. And don't get your scar wet in the shower. He wants toast. He says he's got a headache. He's eaten 3 bowls of cereal and now he wants toast. I think it's this schools thing. I think he's scared of going back. I'd better get off.
Where?
Work. Well, I think I ought to. If that's all right.
Yeah, yes, of course. Good idea. It'll get her out of the house.
You all behave as if nothing's happened. You and her, you're exactly the same, aren't you? Any unpleasantness, just shove it under the carpet. Life goes on.
Yes, well, it does, doesn't it?
So we just carry on, do we? Nothing too serious, just a slight spot of incest in the family. We'll get over it. Look, these are my children, Ollie. How can we ever get over this?
So when do we get our lives back? Or do we just stay stuck in that moment when they told us? So we just stay, do we? Going round and round in circles for the rest of our lives.
I don't know. There's no convenient little guide, no little handbook to tell us how to behave when your children are sleeping together.
I'll check it out in Whittaker's.
Oh, don't joke about this, Ollie.
Well, what can I do? So, I can't make jokes. Well, can I laugh? Can I watch television? Can I eat? Can I actually enjoy a meal without
feeling that I'm a trivial and shallow person. We have to move on, Belle.
Where to? Where do we move to?
A small note at the bottom of the page. The clocks go back on Saturday.
Oh, if only we could put them right back.
Right, so it's 1986. She's 13, he's 11. It hasn't happened. What do we do? What do we do differently?
I don't know. Everything.
What are you doing?
I'm just I'm looking for clues.
Clues?
Was it me or...
Belle, can we please stop rooting through the past?
Everything's gone wrong. My work. My chances of ever making a career. My children. My whole life. Everything's gone wrong.
Not everything.
Except Dan.
You're not still.
Look at this. This is before, when they were still innocent. And this is after. What's the difference between then and then? What happened, eh?
Look, just leave it, Belle.
But look how perfect they look, how ordinary.
They were ordinary.
Except for the fact that by the time these were taken, they were sleeping together.
I'll put these away, shall I?
Something must have happened, because this just doesn't happen. Not in ordinary families, it just doesn't happen. Unless one of them was already damaged.
Oh, come off it, Belle. You're saying...
One of them already knew too much.
You're saying that one of them was sexually abused?
It makes sense.
Yeah, but hang on. If somebody was... I mean, if somebody... Are you accusing me?
I don't know. Should I?
You think that I...
Yes, all right, yes, why not? Men and daughters, little girls, all those bedtime
You're accusing me of abusing my own daughter. That's it. That is final.
Ollie, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I think you need to see a doctor.
Oh.
Okay, Dan. Yeah, I suppose this is slightly more exciting than being stuck in bed all day.
Well, how about a shot of caffeine? Liven things up a bit.
Anything's worth a try.
Daniel, who said you could get out of bed?
Mummy's bored stiff up there.
I was talking to your brother upstairs now.
Oh, but Mum, they let me out of bed in hospital.
Well, I can get his duvet if you want.
I said back to bed now.
Do as you're told, please, Dan.
Look, why can't you lie on the sofa? You'll get just as much rest down here.
Because your mother said not.
Your brother is recovering from a very serious accident, in case you've both forgotten.
Of course we haven't.
Then would you mind not interfering, either of you? I'll decide what's best for Daniel.
You all right? Yeah, sick of Mum and Dad treat me like a baby.
Got you this to cheer you up.
Thanks, Georgia. Got loads of stuff to catch up on. Yes. And you always like to buy them. I really got behind on my fantasy share investments.
A tycoon in the making.
I have to update all my files.
Well, just don't go overdoing it or you get me into trouble.
I can't, can I? I've got to take it easy. I'm going mad stuck in here.
Mum's right, you know, Dan. You need to rest. I don't think you realise how ill you've been.
Yeah, well, I'm loads better now. It's just... everything's changed since... Mum and Dad, they're different.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry, Dan. And the accident, I mean, everything that's happened since. It's all my fault. Well, mine and Nat's.
Well, when I saw you and Nat, before I ran out of the house, it's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes even when people really love each other. So yeah, what Nat and I did was wrong.
Why did you do it?
I don't know if I can explain. It's just the way that the way that we feel about each other. We didn't choose for this to happen, Dan. It's like something pulling us together.
What are you doing here?
I just bought him this.
I told you he needs to rest.
Oh, Mum!
Out of here, please, now.
We were just talking, for heaven's sake.
Now, Georgia.
Oh, Mum, she's not done anything wrong.
You read your magazine. I'll be back in a little while. Don't you ever let me find you in there again.
Mum, you're being totally unreasonable.
It was you, wasn't it? It was you who pushed your brother into this disgusting...
No, it wasn't like that.
I'm warning you, Georgia. You leave him alone. You've already ruined one of my son's lives. I won't let you do the same to Daniel. She was up in Daniel's room with him.
Like she's been 100 times before.
I don't believe you, Ollie. You just sit there acting as if everything was completely normal.
You know I have to finish this.
Well, why don't you just leave it? Leave it!
And do what, exactly?
Talk to her. Tell her to leave Daniel alone so she can't corrupt him the way she did Nat.
For God's sake, Belle, stop it! You're behaving like a complete idiot! Look, I'm sorry. But you know, if I thought Georgia had corrupted Nat, she'd be out of here. But she didn't, Belle, any more than he corrupted her. You've got to stop acting like this.
I can't.
You can. We have to find a way of resolving this, otherwise it's going to destroy us. You have to, Belle. What about the medication you were given? Oh, for goodness sake, Belle, you agreed to go to the doctors in the first place. At least take the tranquilizers now he's given them to you. It's just a short course to help you through this.
I can't go through all that again.
Are you still worrying about Daniel?
I'm fine. He's fine.
You poor thing. Just been one problem after another since he moved on to the close.
I'm all right, really.
Is there anything I can do?
I could have lost Daniel that night like I've lost everything else.
No, it's all right. No, it doesn't matter.
I just can't seem to be able to. My whole family's just collapsing around me and there's nothing I can do about it. Everything is just disintegrating before my eyes.
Why? What happened?
All these months of worrying about Nat and George and what they were trying to hide from us, all the hurt, all the upset, all the lies, and now the whole thing has finally come to an end.
I know how hard it's been for you.
Something terrible's happened, Susanna. You couldn't imagine.
Have they told you what it is?
I wish to God they hadn't. I feel as if I'm just going through the motions. Can't eat, can't sleep.
Well, you've got to try, Belle. You'll make yourself ill.
I don't want to think about it, but the thoughts just keep going round and round in my head. I can't stop them.
Perhaps if you talked about it.
Oh, if you knew how much I wanted to. But I can't tell anyone. Not even you.
You can, Belle. Really. I understand what you're going through.
No.
I do. I know all about Nat and Georgia.
So, let me get this right. How long have Max and Susanna known what's going on between you two?
A while.
A while? A while? How long's a while? And why didn't you tell me? Us?
Were you telling her that day when Jules saw you together?
No. I was with her that day. It was because I didn't want her to say anything about me. And...
Wait a minute. You mean they knew before the wedding?
Yes. She saw us together. No. Saw you?
When?
That was going for a really bad time. When?
We were in the cottage at the Cotswolds.
Well, that was months ago.
And the wedding? Why didn't they say anything?
I thought Max and Susanna were our friends.
Why on earth didn't they say anything?
Oh, God, Ollie, who have they told? What if they've told everyone round here what these two have been doing between them? Ollie, this is meant to be a day off.
I just have to put these sales figures in. I won't be long, I promise.
No, but I feel as if everybody's watching me.
Oh, don't be silly, Belle. I'm sure the Farnhams have kept everything they know about Nat and Georgia to themselves.
We don't know that, do we? They could have told anyone. Where are you two going?
I'm going to work as soon as I've dropped Nat off at uni.
You said you needed the car.
Well, your father will take you.
Oh, come on, Mum.
Don't you raise your voice to me.
She's only giving him a lift, Belle.
Come on, Nat, we're going to be late.
See you later.
You always take her side, don't you? Hetty Wainthropp investigate.
Hiya, love. I thought I'd just come and see how your Daniel's doing.
He's on the mend, thanks.
Oh, which is more than can be said for poor Max Farnham. Seeing your lad under the wheels of his strobe like that. Oh, in a terrible state he was.
Well, so was my son.
Ah, must have been an awful shock for you. I was only saying to Jackie D the other day, you must be feeling jinxed with all these goings on.
Sorry?
Faced your Nat and Georgia with all the problems with their, conjugals. And now you're poor Daniel.
Has Max been talking to you about us?
Oh, aye. The Farnhams are more like family than my bosses. The pair of them tell me everything. Oh, it never just pours when it rains, love. Oh.
And according to Julia Brogan, this family's got some sort of curse on it.
Oh, come on, Belle. You know that woman always talks absolute rubbish.
She knows something. I know she does.
Of course she doesn't.
She cleans for the Farnhams. She's there practically every day.
Look, you can't seriously believe that Max Farnham would confide in Julia Brogan.
Yes, she talked about Daniel being frightened and running out in front of a car.
I can't believe that Max would tell Julia.
And about Nat and Georgia's problems, their conjugals. That was the word she used.
Oh, surely he wouldn't.
Yes, he would. I know he's told her. You've got to have a word with him, Ollie, unless you want the whole close to know what's going on between your son and your daughter.
I really can't believe you, Max. I mean, Julia Brogan, of all people. Why don't you just stick a poster up in your window and have done with it? Or better still, set up a hotline. I mean, I can't believe you've gone behind our backs.
I haven't said anything.
For God's sake, Max. These are my children that we're... Julia?
Oh, are you two still at it? Oh, and they say women can talk.
Not now, not now.
I just suppose you got lots to sort out,
Yes, Julia, please.
Oh, well, it's your funeral. Only there's date on the inside of them windows. They haven't seen the light of day for years.
All right, then, all right. Why didn't you tell us, Max? Do you think Susanna have enjoyed being party to this? You've known all this time.
Well, unfortunately, yes, but don't think for 1 second we condone what they did. It's unnatural.
I don't think you should be condemning them out of hand. You don't know them. Surely you're not defending them. No. Look, I know it's wrong. It kills me to even think about it. But they're our children. I can't just abandon them.
It's unnatural. They're brother and sister, for heaven's sake.
Can't you try and understand what we're going through? Surely you'd want to take care of your children, no matter what.
Well, yes, but...
No. There's no buts, Max. It doesn't work like that. The love you give to your child is unconditional, isn't it? Our family is just about hanging together by a thread. I honestly don't know if we're going to make it. But what I do know is, if this gets out, if anyone else discovers what's been going on between, well, it would completely destroy us.
Yeah, thanks, Jules. It's great.
Yeah, I should keep him amused for at least 6 months.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
You have eaten, haven't you, Jules?
Yeah, I have. Thanks.
Only we've had ours, but if you want, I could make you some supper.
No, honestly, this is fine.
So, how are your parents?
Oh, great. My dad's made up because he's got this contract for Mr. Sullivan's new place on the parade.
Oh, really?
And they said to tell you how sorry they were about Dan's accident. And that's why I'm here, really. I've been dead worried. I didn't know what was going on, especially when my flatmate just disappeared.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jules. I should have phoned him. I just didn't think.
Yeah, we should have let you know.
But with all the worry about Daniel...
Yeah, but I'm all right now.
Georgia's been helping out, haven't you?
Yeah, I thought Mum could do with a hand.
You're quiet. You pleased to see me?
Yeah, of course I am.
Of course he is, we all are.
Well, this is nice, isn't it?
So, back to school on Monday then?
Worse luck.
Well, you've had a pretty rough time of it just lately, haven't you, Dan?
Yeah, it's been worse since my accident, with Mum fussing around me all the time.
She's been dead worried about you. We all have.
Yeah, well, how come you haven't been to see me since I came out of the hospital?
I'm sorry, Dan. But with Nat not ringing or anything...
Yeah, well, now you've been round, you'll come round again.
I hope so. If it's all right with Nat.
He's always talking about you. I know he really misses you, Jules.
Well, if he misses me that much, he'll be the one to get in touch next time, won't he? You could have rang me.
I'm sorry.
Poor Dan was really upset. He thinks I've not been bothered about him.
Look, Jules, things have been pretty bad around here, you know, with Dan's accident and everything.
I know how awful it's been for you, but it doesn't take much to pick up a phone. You know how fond I am of Dan.
I'm sorry.
I just want to know what's happening between us. You've not been messing me around, have you?
Of course I haven't.
We've been spending so much time together before all this happened. I was even beginning to think you wanted to try again.
Look, Jules, I said I'm sorry.
I hope so, Nat, because I'm not going to be pushed aside whenever it suits. Easy to forget, I know, but we are still married.
Yeah, I know.
Well, then surely you realise I've a right to know what's going on.
You could have at least got her a card. I've already told you, with all the upset over your accident, we just forgot. You and Dad. He's going to get us something in his lunch hour in town.
Well, it's too late now. Surely he knows you've forgotten.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Oh, look, for heaven's sake, your father's left his wallet here.
So we can't get George anything?
You'll manage something. Now, please stop worrying about it.
We could take her out for a meal.
Look, you know you're not well enough to go out for a meal. You've only just got out of bed. In fact, young man, when I've done upstairs, you can go up and have a rest.
We've got to do something. It's her birthday.
Oh, well, look, I tell you what we'll do. I'll make her something special to eat tonight.
Yeah. Oh, we could even invite Jules round.
No. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, why not, Mum? She's part of the family as well.
Because that wouldn't be fair on Nat, would it? If he wants her here, he'll have to ask her.
Hello, this is Mr. Oliver Simpson, and I'd like to order some flowers, roses, red ones, for delivery this afternoon. Mrs. Jules Simpson, at Malham House, Churchill Quay. I'm missing you loads. I really want to see you. Come round soon, like tonight. Yeah. With all my love, Nat.
And I know I'm being irrational, but I just keep watching them in case they touch or accidentally brush against each other. And I know I can't watch them for the rest of their lives, but every time I see them, I desperately want to keep them apart.
What if Georgia moved back in with Jules?
Oh, no, I couldn't bear the thought of the Bradleys finding out, but it would help matters if Georgia wasn't around right now.
Your little flat, perhaps. Apparently the one above the pizza parlour's still empty. I mean, that would be ideal. It would keep Nat and Georgia separate, but would still be close enough for you to keep an eye on both of them.
Yeah, that might be a solution. You know, I just can't bear the thought of them being together like that.
Oh, that's quite understandable, Belle.
And, you know, it's not just the thought of them having... Ollie's being very understanding, but I just can't bring myself to... Well, let's just say our sex life is not on the agenda at the moment, and we try to pretend that everything's all right, that it doesn't really matter, but, you know, it does. Suddenly sex seems like something else, nothing to do with love. Does that sound stupid?
No, of course not. Not under the circumstances, but you mustn't blame yourself. Lots of people would feel like you do.
Yeah. Look, you won't mention this to anyone else, will you? Because I don't think I could bear anyone else knowing. I'm finding it hard enough to cope as it is. And Jules has been coming round again. I don't know what I would do if Jules or the Bradleys found out.
A flat above a takeaway pizza parlour. Imagine the smell. And what about JC? His company's doing the building work over there. He'll probably have one of his minions spying on me.
You cannot stay here.
There's only 5 of us there.
Oh, well, why can't she stay?
You know why? Because there simply isn't the room.
We managed all right before.
Look, your mother's right. The whole situation's impossible.
And the flat is empty.
Will you please stop trying to organise my life? If I want a flat, I'm perfectly capable of finding one for myself.
Yeah, well, actually, we're not interested in what you want anymore.
We have to consider all of us.
Look, you can't just force her into some flat.
Look, to ease some of the pressure around here, why don't you just take the flat until you find another place?
Okay, I'll help you look next week.
No, you won't. She's moving into that flat. From next Monday, it's hers.
I'll get it.
You can't make me move in there.
Look, I can't stand us just living here on top of each other anymore.
This is crazy.
Look, that's enough. You'll take the flat, Georgia, and no more arguments. At least it'll give us all a bit of breathing space.
Hello again. Happy birthday, Georgia. Oh, sorry, didn't know you were waiting. Actually, I just wanted to warn you about Nat before we eat.
Why, what's up with him?
Well, he's been acting a bit funny lately, so worried.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I just think he's a bit mixed up about the way he feels.
About me, you mean?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants to get back with you.
Oh, I thought so. You know, he sent me some gorgeous roses. Haven't had a chance to thank him for them yet.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
But they must have cost him an absolute fortune.
Yeah, well, trust me, Jules. You know what Nat's like about that kind of thing. He gets all embarrassed.
Yeah, the old softy.
Come on, dinner's ready.
You promise you won't say anything about the flowers?
Of course not. If Nat's planning something, I don't want to frighten him off. Yeah, so it looks like I might be promoted.
Oh.
Could even end up with my name on the door.
Oh, that's great. They obviously think very highly of you.
I suppose they must. The best thing about it is I'll be getting loads more money.
Yeah, well, money's not everything, is it?
So did you get loads of prezzies then, George?
Oh, 1 or 2. Danny gave me a book on aromatherapy and I got a CD from that. Oh, and of course some lovely underwear from you.
Well, I know how much a girl loves to get prezzies. So what else did you get?
From Mum and Dad, you mean?
Something really special.
I haven't actually seen it yet.
How come?
Apparently it'll be all mine first thing Monday morning. That's right, isn't it, Mum?
Would you like some more pasta, Julie?
So, how are your parents?
About the same as when you asked her yesterday.
For God's sake, Nat.
What? This has got nothing to do with you.
Oh, that's enough, Nat.
Mum and I made you a cake.
And we got you a candle.
That's lovely, Dan. Thank you. I hope you're going to sing for me as well.
Come on, Nat. You could at least make some effort. It's meant to be your sister's birthday party.
Yeah, I know.
What on earth do I have to do to cheer you up?
Jules, look, I'm fine, all right?
I'm beginning to think you don't want me here.
Look, I just didn't expect you tonight, that's all.
But you were the one who asked me to come.
What?
The note you sent with the flowers.
What flowers?
The roses, Nat. And the note. You said you wanted me here, remember?
No, I haven't got a clue what you're on about.
Why are you being like this, Nat? Your note said you wanted me here.
Look, I don't know who sent you what, but it wasn't me. And no, to be honest, I don't want you here.
I sent the roses, Nat.
You what?
Well, I thought if you and Jules...
Me and Jules what?
Well, I was only trying to help.
You little idiot, why don't you mind your own business?
I'm sorry.
You know it's bad enough Mum and Dad breathing down my neck without you starting. This is my life, and I'll sort it out without any help from you. Interfere again, Dan, it'll be the last time.
Come on, Dan, it's not your fault.
I was only trying to help.
I know, and it was really kind of you.
I just thought if you and Nat got back together, then everything would be all right.
And instead, Nat just bulls you out.
I was just trying to cheer him up. He's dead nasty to me.
I don't know what's the matter with him. He's been in a foul mood all night.
He's stupid and I hate him. I don't know why you bother with him.
Oh, come on, Dan, he's not that bad.
He is. He's horrible. And now they're sending Georgia away, leaving me here with him. It's not fair, Jules. Leave me here with all their rotten secrets.
What secrets?
All that stuff about Nat and Georgia. Should have known tonight was going to be a stupid waste of time. Nat's never going to want you back now.
Dan? Why not? What do you know, Dan? Why will Nat never want me back?
Because he's only interested in Georgia.
What on earth are you talking about?
It's true, Jules. Honest. Nat and Georgia are in love and they always have been.
It'll be good for you, having your own place.
If you say so. You'll soon settle in, I'm sure.
Up on your holidays, are you, Queen?
No, I'm moving out, actually.
Place is a little bit small, you know, for the 5 of us.
Ah, it's a sad day when your little girl flies the nest, isn't it? Ooh, I wet bucket on my rainy left. Broke my poor heart and two it did. I found I got a lot of consolation from knitting. Are you a knitter yourself, love?
No, I'm not.
Well, perhaps you could take it up. Knit one, pale one. It seems to put you in a sort of trance.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey, listen. Oh, hey. Hang on a minute, love. You're going to miss out here. This is your last chance to buy tickets for the over-55s bonfire.
No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid we planned a quiet evening at home tonight.
Well, it's fancy dress and there'll be loads of lovely food. Me and Dolly putting on one of our spreads. And it's all in a good cause.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great idea. We should go together as a family. I'll take 5 tickets, please.
Oh, you're a saint.
Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, you in it? going to get Mick as well. His children would love the bonfire.
Afternoon, Bing. I don't suppose you've had the chance to, nice one, Bing. Hey, that's just a job, that, mate. Better than sticking me papers in a plastic bag.
It's my pleasure, and there's no rush to give it back, you know.
Oh, cheers, mate.
I must say, Mick, you do look the part.
Well, got to make an effort, haven't you? I want to make sure they take you seriously.
It's like the school have got you hard at it already.
Oh, yeah, there's loads of reading there, Bing. I mean, there's,
Just need a few flowers in here, brighten the place up.
It'll take more than a few flowers.
Oh, you'll soon settle in once you get all your things around you.
I feel like I've been banished or something.
But we're not doing this to punish you. We're doing it because we think, or we hope, that it's the right thing.
Yeah, I know.
But if this situation is going to work, you've got to give me your word that it's over between you and Nat. Come on, George. Promise me that you won't ever be together with Nat like that again.
Look, it's the last thing on my mind at the moment.
That's not an answer. Come on now, promise me.
Look, it would be easy to lie to you, tell you what you want to hear, but I can't do that. I don't know what's going to happen with me and Nat.
You mean, after everything that's ever happened, after all the agonies that you put your father and I through, you still won't agree to put a stop to this?
I can't help it. We can't change the way we feel.
But how can you be so selfish? The only hope we have of getting some normality back into our lives is if you and Nat promise never to... And you stand there and say that you can't promise anything. Well, just let me tell you something. We've stood by you so far, but if this continues, we'll disown the pair of you. Hi, Dan. Good day at school?
Average, you know.
Have you rung Jules yet?
Mum, will you get off my back?
The way you spoke to her last night, I wouldn't blame her if she never wanted anything to do with you again.
Look, there is no point in me calling her, all right? It'll just make things worse. Do you see what you've done? Why did you have to ask around her in the first place? You know you've really dropped me in it.
Yeah, well, I was only trying to help.
I don't need your help. Listen, Dan, I don't need Jules nosing around, all right? If she ever found out...
She won't.
She better not. Because if she does, we'll all be in big trouble.
Hi, it's Jules. Sorry, I can't get to the phone right now. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Go away.
Jules, if you're there, will you pick up the phone? Danny, I'm dead sorry about what I said the other night. About Nat and Georgia. I made it all up. I shouldn't have said it. It was all just a load of lies. I was only joking.
Evening. Everybody having a splendid time?
You look very dashing, David. James the First, I presume.
More like a spaniel.
You know you're the first person to have guessed correctly.
Where's Max and Susanna? Haven't seen them tonight.
Off into town to some fancy fireworks extravaganza. Apparently our little charity bash wasn't good enough for them. Anyway, duty calls as fire safety officer for the night. I've got to make sure everything's under control. See you later.
Sure, we all feel a lot safer knowing you're in charge.
Well, I can assure you I'll be standing by with my bucket of sand at all times.
That's a comfort.
Jules, where are they? Oh, you're not going to say anything? Oh, please don't say anything. Oh, there'll be no more trouble now. I know there won't. Oh, just as long as you don't say anything.
Hi, Jules. I didn't expect to see you here.
No, well, I haven't got anything else to do tonight.
Can I get you a drink? Something to eat?
No, Tara, I'm fine.
But you, Belle, can I get you something?
Oh, no. I've got some treacle toffee stuck in my teeth. It's driving me mad.
Well, I'm a bit peckish, actually. I could do with some food.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I'll come with you.
You just said you weren't hungry.
No, you're all right. I'll go with them. I'll keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't get up to any mischief. So how's it going, Georgia?
Oh, you know, same as ever.
And how's that man of yours?
What man?
What man? How many have you got? I'm talking about the man you left your husband for. Surely you remember him. He was married, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's fine. So, how are things with you?
Oh, I bet it's really exciting, isn't it? Having an illicit lover.
It has its moments.
Oh, I bet it gives you a real thrill, doesn't it, being with someone else's man?
All those secret meetings, all that passion, without any of the mundane stuff.
It's not really like that.
You never did tell me his name, did you? Oh, I know. Nat'll tell me. You know all about him, don't you, Nat?
Give it a rest for you, Jules. What'd you keep going on about it for?
Mind you, I'm not surprised you haven't told me your lover's name. I mean, you wouldn't want just anyone known, would you? Well, then, people would know you for what you really were, wouldn't they? Brother and sister who sleep together.
Jules.
Get your hands off me. People like you two should be locked away.
Jules, please don't do this.
What you've done is a crime against nature. You're sick.
For God's sake, listen to me.
I've listened to you for long enough. I could throw up when I think of how you two have carried on.
Look, I'm really sorry you got hurt, Jules, but we didn't plan for any of this to happen.
You've really strung me along, haven't you? The pair of you. Gave you a good laugh, did it?
No, look, you have to believe us. It wasn't like that.
Us? Us? You're my husband, but it's you two are the couple, isn't it? I'm not surprised you could treat me like that. You walk, both of you.
Look, I'll take you home, all right? We can talk about this in private.
You're not taking me anywhere. If you want to talk about this, you do it out in the open. And I think it's about time your mum and dad knew about you two.
They already know.
You mean they're in on this as well? They're part of this sick setup.
No, look, Jules, I only found out recently.
My God. I've just been used as a cover, haven't I? The whole wedding business, everything, was just so that you could try and pull off some act of normality. You've all betrayed me, used me like I was nothing. You married me. You actually went ahead and married me. You made those vows in church in front of everyone. You promised yourself to me, and all the time you're having some disgusting affair with your sister. You let me stand up in front of everyone, and then you made a complete fool out of me. I'm gonna get you for this, both of you. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done.
Why are you still lazing around here when there's work to be done?
I'm not at school, all right? I can go when I want.
Not with your exam results, you can't. If you're going to make it as an architect, Nat, you've got to get your head down and put in a bit of effort. You've already made a complete hash of your marriage. If you carry on like this, you'll be without a career as well.
Look, I've had other things in my mind, all right?
Yes, well, now that she's left this house for good, perhaps things can get back to normal.
Well, Georgia moving out isn't going to make any difference.
No, well, at least it's a good start, isn't it? We've got to stop moping about the past and start thinking about the future.
So, you wanted to pretend that nothing's happened, is that right?
Look, getting over this will be as easy or as difficult as we want to make it, Belle. I mean, just look at yourself. Sitting in here day after day, poring over old photographs, trying to reinvent the past. You used to have a life. You had a career, a nice house. And now look at you. You've given up, haven't you? Look, we've got to put the past behind us where it belongs. You've got to get out there into the world. Get yourself a job. Get your life back. Oh. You know, I'm beginning to think those Corkills haven't got a brain between them.
What are you doing here? Did you have to tunnel your way out of the house?
This isn't a social call.
What do you mean this isn't a social call? Don't be so formal and stuffy. This is me you're talking to.
We've got to go and talk to Jules.
No way. Not after last night. We'll only make matters worse.
We can't just leave it like this. I mean, what's she going to do next? She could talk to someone. Have you thought of that?
Well, of course I've thought about it. I'm not stupid. But who would she tell?
The police. Who do you think? And what we've been doing is illegal, you know.
Why would she tell the police? It doesn't make sense.
Because we've really hurt her. Because she knows what we've done is wrong and she thinks we should be stopped from ever doing it again.
Well, you don't think that, do you? Anyway, if she did start blabbing about it, why should anyone believe her? They'll think she's doing it out of spite because you dumped her.
Come on, who's going to make up a story like this?
Well, someone who's being vindictive because she wants revenge.
Jules isn't like that.
Maybe not, but that's how it would look. Anyway, she'd never risk telling anyone. Why would she want to put herself through all that embarrassment and humiliation?
I don't know, but I'm not going to take the chance. I mean, she was in such a state last night, George. I've never seen her that angry. I'm telling you, if we don't go round there and talk to her, she's going to drop us right in it.
You two have got a nerve, haven't you, coming here?
We just wanted to make sure you were okay.
You mean you wanted to make sure you two were okay? I bet you've come round here to tell me to keep my mouth shut, haven't you?
Jules, this is really difficult. I know we're not really in a position to ask you to do anything for us, but if you could just do right.
Look, I'm really sorry you got caught up in all this.
It's a bit late for all that now, isn't it? You think you can come round here and soft-soap me into doing what you say? Well, you can forget it. What you've done is unforgivable. It's unnatural and evil, and everyone should know about it. I'm going to tell the police, the papers, everyone. I'm going to ruin your lives, just like you've ruined mine. So, been going on for long, this?
Look, none of this matters now, Jules. It's all in the past.
Was she the first person you did it with? Oh, that's romantic, isn't it? You lost it to your sister. Not many men can say that, can they?
No, they can't. Do you think I wanted to fall in love with my brother? This is an impossible situation.
What do you expect? Sympathy? Did you do it in here? In our bed?
Of course not.
That's where you were on our wedding night, wasn't it? I bet that was the ultimate thrill for the pair of you, sleeping with her when you should have been with me.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Come on, Nat, this is pointless.
Before you go, just tell me one last thing. Are you two still a couple?
Come on, Nat.
Are you still having sex together?
No, we're not. It's over.
Is it? The police are going to want to know all the details, aren't they?
Jules, look, please don't say anything. This doesn't have to go any further.
You didn't really imagine you would ever get away with this, did you?
Look, I can understand you wanting to hurt me and Nat, but what about the rest of the family? They don't deserve this.
Don't give me all that emotional blackmail crap. I'm going to make sure you two get what you deserve. And if you think I've been hard on you, wait till the newspapers get hold of you. They're going to have a field day. Now get out. You make me sick. I never want to clap eyes on either of you ever again.
So this is it then? You want us to finish?
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose so.
And is that your idea of a decent way to tell me? You just blurt it out in front of Jules?
Look, I'm sorry, all right? She caught me out with those questions and everything. I said it without thinking.
You didn't think to tell me first. You're a thoughtless...
Look, don't start having a go at me, all right? We knew this had to end sometime. I mean, come on, what chance have we got of living happily ever after?
So you mean to tell me we've been through all this hassle? Put Mum and Dad through all this pain for absolutely nothing? Dad, what are you doing here?
I called the uni. They told me Nat was ill.
But
Oh,
Daddy...
please don't insult my intelligence by pretending he's not here. Why are you making matters worse? Why can't you just respect mine and your mother's wishes?
Look, Dad, we had to get together for a reason, all right? We had some important stuff we had to talk about.
You know perfectly well either of you can talk to me or your mother.
But that's just it. We can't, can we? Every time I mention anything to do with this mess to Mum, she goes ape. And I just end up feeling guilty again. That's the only person I can talk to about it.
Look, we've created this problem, all right? It's up to us to sort it out.
I can understand that this puts pressure on you. But can you look me in the eye and tell me all you're doing is talking? We're not keeping you apart just for the hell of it, you know. It's because we can't trust you to behave discreetly. If you carry on having a physical relationship, someone is going to find out. Is that what you want?
Yeah, well, it's too late. Jules knows. She's found out. And she wants revenge. She wants to make us suffer. There's no way she's going to keep this to herself.
You know, I was thinking about this problem with Jules. Do you think we should go round there and have a word?
No, I think we should just keep out of the girl's way and let her get on with her life. Which wouldn't be a bad idea for you either. After our discussion yesterday, I called in at the job centre. Gave me your details.
You had no right to do that. Anyway, we both know I'd never get a job without a reference.
Actually, I think you may be in luck. I may have fixed you up with something.
Doing what exactly?
What you do best. Retailing, of course. I mean, it's not in the same league as your last job at Niven's. It's just a small local shop that needs a part-time assistant.
Oh, so that's all I'm fit for, is it? Working the till at some suburban corner shop?
You said yourself you'd have to lower your sights. And what's happened to your determination to earn enough money to put Danny into a decent school?
Yeah, I know, but...
Look, I know you could do this job with your eyes closed, but at least give it a go. You take your mind off everything else.
Well, I suppose the positive thing is I wouldn't have heavy responsibilities. A little local shop, they're not going to put the kind of pressure on me that they did at Niven's, are they?
Walk it. All you have to do is give him a ring later on today.
No, you'd be working direct for me. I'm the manageress. No, it's not a massive shop. Small but perfectly formed, I like to say. Bit like my fella. No, I have got a large stock, though. Yeah, and I don't just cater for meat munchers, you know. I've got a vegetarian clientele as well. So, you would have to know the ins and the outs of the alternative lifestyle. I mean, some people think that vegetarians eat chicken. I ask you ever seen a chicken grow in a garden? Oh, your son's a vegetarian. That's brilliant. You'll know your mungs from your cannellinis then, eh? Now, tell me, what qualities do you think you'll be able to bring to my little shopping emporium?
Well, I'm certainly not afraid of hard work, no. Although at first it may seem I'm overqualified for the job, I think I really can give you my full commitment. Well, my family's quite grown up now, so I won't be needing to take time off or anything like that. Well, I suppose I'm really looking for something without too much responsibility. You want to fill the vacancy immediately? Wouldn't you like to see me first? Yeah? Yeah, I could pop down today. That's fine. If you just tell me the name of the shop. The Trading Post. Yeah. Yes, I know where it is, yeah. Okay. See you then. Thanks. Bye. No way am I going to work in that place. I'm not that desperate. Did you know about this?
No, I swear. You don't honestly think I'd set you up with Bev Dixon without telling you?
She's virtually offered me the job, said the interview's just a formality.
Oh, I'd love to see her face when she realises she's given the job to you. Hey, why don't you give it a try?
No, be a nightmare. Bev would be my boss. I used to be Niven's top buyer. I ran my own department. I deserve better than that.
Well, you could give it a go, and once you're in the swing of it, you could, well, look for something more suitable.
Hey, wait a minute. Hasn't J.C. Bradley just won the building contract for the club? I'd be bumping into him every day.
We can't avoid him forever. Oh, come on, Belle. This job could be ideal. Would get you back out there. And, well, not to put too fine a point on it, beggars can't be choosers. Look, the money would be handy. Would help pay for a better school for Dan.
Well, all right, I'll do it. On one condition. I give it a month's trial, and if it's really awful, I can leave it whenever I want.
Julie, love. Jules, are you there? Julie, love. Jules, what's happened? Julie? Oh my God, you haven't stopped it. Oh my God, please tell me you haven't! Julie! Take her to the hospital. That's all you have.
We'll let you know anyway. See ya.
Well, here I am.
Well, it is a shop. We do get lots of people in here.
Can we help you, love?
Actually, it's Bev I'm here to see.
I'll be at my own fan club next. Oh, my God. I've just realised it's you, isn't it? You've come for the job. I've just twigged.
You want to work here?
I'll handle this, thank you, Ron. I am the manageress. Well, I'm looking through this list from the job centre and they've got you down as Beryl.
Bell, short for barrel.
Oh, right. I should be sure for Belladonna or something posh like that. Well, what would the likes of you want to work here for?
That's what I said.
Well, I've always enjoyed shop work, and I thought it'd make a nice change to work in a local shop instead of some big, faceless department store. You're nearby, so it's convenient. I won't have to wait in queues and queues of traffic, and, well, actually, it's something for me to do. But you will have my full commitment.
Well, we've had billions of applicants, you know, and I have to choose the right person.
Well, of course you do. You're a professional, I can understand that.
Did you see the state of the one who just went out then? Ron wanted to take her on. Roxana, she called herself. Cheeky mare sent in a photo in a tight T-shirt.
Not the right image at all for the trading post.
Exactly.
Pardon me for having an opinion, you know, but I thought you might just bring a bit of glamour to the place.
Ron, what have you got me for? I mean, how much glamour can you fit in one small shop, eh? Your choice of shop assistant should be more suited to a knocking shop than a corner shop. I mean, I'm here, busting a gut, trying to raise the profile of the shop. Beryl, the job's yours if you want it.
Well, that's great, but please call me Belle.
That's it, like, the selection process.
Well, I'm desperate, aren't I? Anyway, it'll be brilliant having you here. All your years of experience and a top job. Hey, and you know what the first thing you can do for me is? Nip the back and put the kettle on. I'm gasping.
That's right, an overdose. They don't know yet. They'll pump in her stomach. Depends how much of the stuff got into her bloodstream. Look, Anne, she's a grown woman. We can't be with her 24 hours a day. I don't know why she did it. I haven't had a chance to talk to her properly yet. They wouldn't even let me stay with her. Get a taxi over. As soon as you can, eh? You're bound to be a bit sore. They just pumped your stomach. Had to get all that rubbish out. Your mum's on her way, darling. Okay. She won't be long. Jules, love. You're gonna have to tell me why you've done this.
I can't.
Of course you can. Hey, you've got nothing to worry about. Whatever it is, we can sort it out. I mean, what could be bad enough to make you want to do this to yourself? Please, love. Tell me what's wrong.
It's not.
Well, I might have known he'd have something to do with it. Well, what's he done to you now to make you want to do this?
I can't tell you, Dad. It'll only make things worse.
How can they get any worse? You've just tried to take your own life. And if he's got something to do with it, then I need to know about it.
I can't tell you, Dad.
Don't go getting yourself all worked up again. Just take a deep breath and tell me what's happened.
If you won't tell me, I'll go round there and get it out of him myself.
Dad, no, please don't.
So, what's happened?
I found out when Nat doesn't want to be with me.
So what could be bad enough to make you want to do this to yourself?
He's been in love with someone else all along.
Yeah. And it's not that Farnham woman, is it?
No. He's in love with Georgia. Sister. Georgia.
What are you saying? He's in love with his sister?